Snake bites on the trail. This is Heidi, Noodle Survival. The very first thing I'm going to do if I was bitten by a snake today is back away from the danger and get about 20 feet away from the snake. I want to identify the snake, but there's only really two options here. It's a rattlesnake or a copperhead. I will try to take a picture of it if I can do it safely. I'm going to take my little medical kit out that I always carry with me and take an alcohol swab and clean the area off real good. I'm going to take a picture of the area that was bit, and then I'm going to sit there for about 5 minutes and calm down because your blood pressure is going to be going crazy and everything. So if I stand up and I feel like I'm going to pass out, I'm going to sit back down and calm down a little bit more. That sensation should pass. After about 5 minutes, when I've calmed down and I feel like I can walk, I'm going to head back out. If the snake is still in the way, I'm going to have to get it out of the way to get around it. Once I'm around the snake, I'm going to calmly and slowly, not crawly slow, but I'm not going to get in any type of hurry. I don't want to get my blood pressure going. Also, if you're bit, you do not want to cut it, suck it, put a tourniquet on it. Just clean it with the alcohol and leave it alone. About every 15 minutes, or when I think about it, I'm going to take another picture of the where I was bit. At any time that I start to feel like I'm going to pass out or something, I'm going to sit down, calm down a little bit till that passes, and I'm going to start back on the trail, heading out. People have made it several miles after being bit by a poisonous snake and lived. Now, if that happened right now, I am still about 4 miles out. So by the time I got out of here, I will have several pictures of the bite area to show the progression to the doctors. Once I make it to the car, I'll look for people to, ask them to drive out and get an ambulance to come in and get me. But more than likely, there's not going to be anybody. So as long as I don't feel like I'm going to pass out, I'm going to go ahead and drive and head into town. By that time, I'm still over an hour away from any hospital. So if I feel like I'm going to pass out or I'm in really bad shape, I have my InReach Mini and I'll call for help. Once I get cellular service, I'm going to call my mom and tell her to call an ambulance, and I'll have that ambulance waiting for me by the time I get home, which is in Townsend. And that's it. That's our little recap. I was just thinking about that while I was on the trail, thinking about trying to remember all the stuff that I would do if I got bit by a snake. Everybody stay safe. Use your noodle.